guy kind of coming into his own. We've got Knox here. I'll let you explain it, how they just a subtle move for somebody, and wow, does it seem to work.
Yeah, Tracy Kolesky talked after the game about how he thought they were misusing rookie Jason Knox, who was their fifth overall pick a couple of years ago. He went back to Ohio State for another year. I think it was Ohio State. And he said, we weren't employing him right. They put him at the top of the power play. And all of a sudden, boom, he explodes for 4 goals. And a lot of them, as you can see, this one here's another one that's on the power play. They just get it out to him, and he absolutely blasts this thing home. I mean, those are rockets to specific, very precise points. Great job by Jason Knox to take advantage of 4 goal game, an 8-point night. He had 10 points in the weekend with their pair of games, and was the rookie of the week for the NLL. And just a great job. He's a tremendous young player. And had a great. Now, he's not going to score four goals a game on outside shots all the time, right? I mean, you're just not going to beat NLL goalies all the time with outside shots. But he is a terrific outside shooter, like nearly Andrew Q level. Who's probably one of the best from the outside right now. And the other thing is that Tracy Kolesky said, "Hey, we'd take him fifth again. We'd take him as high as third. We might have taken him first. We think he's that good." So I thought, let's take a look at the 2022 draft when they picked him.
Yeah, I was pretty
So
impressed with some of the other names on there that you see, and he's still sticking with it. So, I mean, that just shows the confidence he has going in, in his potential.
yeah. Now, what do you, and I mean, what's he going to say? I mean, no, I think, if we had a chance to do it again, we'd probably grab, Matthew Gauthier, which they actually got a bit later. So that's not a
Alex
good example.
Simmons.
Well, they didn't have a chance for Simmons, right? So would you say, hey, if we had a chance, we'd take Simmons, we'd take McCombie?
Well,
You're not going to say that. You
he
might,
said they'd take him third, is all I was saying. Is if they had
yes,
kept the third pick, then
yeah.
yes, you would. I still would not take Jason Knox. I'm taking Simmons after the season he's had.
Yes. Yeah, and I would have taken Simmons before the season. Simmons was my number 1 or 2 prospect going into the draft. He and McCombie were my top guys. Simmons was my pick for rookie of the year before this season, so I'm a big Simmons guy. McCombie or Knox, I'd probably still take Thomas McCombie. He's really good. They both took a little while to really find their way this season, but I think that's a good comparison. I think anybody who's been watching the season, I think most people before the season would, if you're going back, take McCombie or Knox ahead of Dylan Watson, who's been good for Las Vegas, but isn't the same kind of impact player. I don't think that these guys are. Owen Grant's been huge for Vancouver, and I was a little surprised he went that early, but now you see him playing this year, and he's been great. Like such a key defensive contributor for them, scoring some transition goals. There's really nobody later that would jump super high in this draft. I mean, there's obviously some really good players in this first round. When Will Johansson gets to Albany, you're going to see the impact that he can have. I think Gauthier been a really nice addition for Panther City, but he's not at that level. Zach Deacon was a steal at 8 for New York. He's playing very well. I think Seth Van Chappen's been substantially better than I thought he would be. I knew he was good, but he's been outstanding. He's not a forward. He's actually playing D tranny. He was a forward. He's playing D tranny for Calgary. He's been great in that role. Brett Dobson can be a game changer. There's players up and down that list that are very good. But yeah, no, Knox earned his spot up there, and you can see why they're so happy having him.
Yeah, no, the only one I saw that jumped out to me, and it's obviously because I'm an Albany fan, but Ty Kurtz sitting down there, and
Yeah,
Kurtz, if he did not have Alex Simmons on his team, everybody I think would be talking about Kurtz potentially being a rookie of the year.
yeah. Kurtz was another one that was just below the group we were looking at, and I know Albany was surprised that he was available. They were looking at him as a top 10 guy, and they were thrilled to get him because they really wanted. I mean, Simmons, when he fell to 4, that was an easy pick. They really wanted Johansson. They were, Glenn Clark had been out in Nanaimo coaching where Johansson played, saw him play a lot. I was like, yeah, no, this kid's really something. They were thrilled to get him. I think Kurtz at 17, did they get him? 17 or
Yeah,
18?
17.
17. Yeah, unbelievable pick for them. And yeah, he's been great. And I mean, Cooper Perkins did a thing in his Lax Metrics, his analytics thing, where he said, hey, maybe Ty Kurtz is the rookie of the year. Maybe not, but just when you look at the advanced analytics, he's had a great season. I still go with Simmons because of the huge role he's played, how important he's been at turning that team around and their offense. But Kurtz has been a really key contributor too.
Yeah, and I wonder how that, makes everybody feel at home when you look and see Taggart Clark at 23 and Albany had how many picks before?